another segment of After the Whistle. This week's raffles are a set of Piston tickets for March 1st against the Wizards. I apologize, the Bulls. So hopefully my roommates might win that so I can go. And we have Coach Karn and Jen from women's softball tonight. So for our first segment, we all know it's the breakdown. So we're just going to spill some tea, have a little chat. So Coach Karn, what was it like turning a program around, setting multiple records in a year and winning a Horizon League championship?
Is this on?
Yeah. Yep.
It's been a fun 5 years, but I honestly have not really looked at it in that way. When I first got here, it wasn't like I have to turn something around. It's that I have a group of girls that I need to work with to hopefully make better softball players, but also just like make better people. And that's kind of how I got to the point where I am. And it's nothing that I've really done, but also the fact that I have a group of girls who trust me and what I do for them. And in return, allow me to continue to do more for them. So it's been fun. I feel like the job is never done. So we have bigger goals this season, but at the end of the day, that doesn't define success for us. And the way we come together as a team and the way we work and the things that we overcome, that's what defines our success at the end of the day.
And what are some of those goals for this year?
To win the Horizon League championship
again,
and to win at regionals and compete really hard at regionals. Because last year when we got to the regional, I didn't feel like we gave them our best show, and I was just happy to be at the games with our team, to be completely honest. So this year it's to compete and to give them our best. Not just win the tournament, but move on and show the nation that we are deserving to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jen, what was it like playing in that?
To be honest, kind of blacked out in the game. But I look back now and I can't even remember what happened. Like the final hug between me and Sydney when it was the last pitch, I couldn't tell you. I don't remember, and I just look at the videos and I'm like, oh yeah, that actually did happen. But it's just crazy to think, like, looking back at it, I still get chills just thinking about it because, like, that's always been my lifelong dream was to play Division I softball and win the tournament and be able to play in the NCAA tournament. So, like, that was a dream come true for me, and I just know, like, the first thing I did after hugging Sydney and, like, cheering with my team, celebrating, was I ran to the fence. I ran and I hugged my father. I hugged my brother. Like, that was an emotional thing for me because me and my dad always had that dream of winning, and just for him to like be there and see that was a dream come true for both of us. So again, blacked out, don't know much of it, but looking back at the film, it's pretty cool to see that Sydney was playing a very good game pitching, and our hitting, our bats were just coming alive at the right times. It was just amazing to like look back on, and every time I still get chills thinking about it.
I mean, that's normal, though. There's so much adrenaline and so much emotion going through it a lot of times. That is a psychological thing that happens, is that you just tend to black out and you have no idea what happened at all. You said your dream was always to play collegiate softball and to be in an experience like that. How were you able to achieve those dreams growing up as a kid?
Oh, hard work. A lot of hard work, a lot of long nights, trusting the process of getting like recruited, and I'd say I got recruited pretty late in my career, but just trusting the process, and I'm very thankful that I did because I can't imagine being anywhere else but here.
I mean, I think you're having a pretty good time with it and a successful career as well. Coach Karn, you came from Pitt. What was the biggest difference, or what is the biggest difference between Pitt and Oakland?
The biggest difference? The size of the school, the location, the academics, the list goes on and on. But at the end of the day, my job really didn't change because I have direct contact with our student athletes, and that was what was important to me at Pitt, and that's what's important to me here. So there are a lot of differences and things that maybe, we complained about at Pitt that I look back on and think, heck did we complain about? But I think like you make do with what you have, and I think it's important to like make where you are the big time, and that's kind of what I try to remind myself. It doesn't matter whether we're in the Power 5 or not. It's what we can get our student athletes to do with what we have.
And what was the process like getting the head coaching position here?
Okay, well, I'll be honest. I got a phone call from the athletic director that I was not expecting while I was sitting in my office looking at game film. And he said to me, you might not remember us, but we did you guys in the 2015 regional, and the athletic director at Oakland, we're going to have a softball position opening up, and we'd love for you to apply if you're interested. Do you have any questions? And I was like, no. And I hung up and I texted my then fiance, now husband, and said, the Oakland athletic director just called me. We're not moving to Michigan. And he was like, well, like maybe you should look into it more and at least go on the interview and see what it's about. I was like, okay, I guess I'll do that. So I came on the interview and was very pleasantly surprised with just everything that Oakland had to offer, the area, feeling like we could raise a family here and build something special. And he and I are able to do what we love in the same area, which is really challenging. He is a baseball coach, so the stars kind of just aligned, but it definitely wasn't like something that I thought we were just going to dive right into. My husband did have to convince me a little bit.
He had to win you over and move you over here.
Yes.
What was that interview like that made it so pleasantly surprising?
The athletic director at the time, it was this Saturday. My interview was on a Saturday. And he was in a Hawaiian shirt and basketball shorts, and I was dressed in my business attire, which people rarely see me in because I'm a softball coach. And we just like drove around the area. He asked me a bunch of questions, went out to eat. But the biggest thing that resonated with me outside of like seeing the area, seeing the growth that I thought we could have at Oakland was what they were trying to build for their softball program, and maybe some things that I felt like I could do well as a coach that the team was missing in regardless of their success on the field. Just like truly caring about them as people and taking care of them as people. And I know that that was something that I could do, whether I could get the X's and O's right. I knew I could take care of the people. And that was one of the biggest things for me is if I'm going to take a head coaching job, and I don't think you ever are ready for it, and I'm still learning things now, but go where like your core values are being met and you're able to do what you love and do what you're doing and be yourself when you're doing it.
I mean, and you're doing a fantastic job at it too.
Thank you.
And Jen, what was the recruiting process like for you when it came to Oakland?
Yeah, so that one was a little tough one. At the time, I had a recruiting agent that had a connection at Oakland, so it got through there, and the old assistant coach that was here with Coach Lauren was able to actually fly out to California, was where I was playing. It was one of our last tournaments of the summer before my senior year in high school, and she was able to come out, and I just remember the guy calling me, my agent, was like, hey, like, she's coming out, and I was like, oh, why'd you have to tell me that one? And I remember the game, not the specifics, but I just remember the feeling of the game, and I did not play well at all. I think I went 0 for 4 hitting, but like I didn't think I did that bad. But like going 0 for 4, I was like leaving the field, and I was like, well, all right, so let's start looking at other options here because I don't think there's gonna get a call. And then later that night, my phone rings, and it's Coach Lauren on the phone, and I answer it, and she was like, I heard great things from my assistant coach, and we would love to offer you. And within 24 hours, I accepted it, but I went to a Mexican restaurant that night, and I couldn't eat because I was like, I can't believe this is actually happening right now. And it was a dream come true. I accepted it right away, and the next day we had another game, and I went out, and my coach looks at me, and he was like, after the game, he was like, what happened? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, you get committed, and now you're just diving all over the place, acting like you just don't care anymore and having fun again. And I was like, well, I guess that's what happens when like a weight is lifted off your shoulders. But I was very grateful, and then I was able to go into my senior year, still working hard, but able to like know that I had like a place to be after my high school career ended.
little stress relieving moment when you finally lock it down and finally get in. So, are you planning on staying for a fifth year?
So I already talked to my team about this one, and I need them to do a little drum roll, please, because this is not public information yet, but my team does know. A little drum roll, please, guys. I am staying for a fifth year.
Yeah! And that's what we're here for. Spilling the tea. Oh yeah. And Coach, what's your plan here moving forward with Oakland?
I mean, I plan to be here as long as they'll keep me here. Like I said before, it's really challenging for my husband and I to be able to both be coaches in the same area at the collegiate level, and Oakland and where he coaches gives us the opportunity to do that. So for us to be pulled away, something has to be like life-changing.
We love to hear that. We do. So you are now in your fifth season here. Jen, you are now in your fourth season. You've played for Coach Karn all 4 years that you've been here, and now you will in your fifth year too. What are some of the best memories that you guys have together, or funniest moments?
I got two stories.
I can't wait to hear this.
I came prepared for this one. So my first one was last year. I think it would be a core memory in my brain after we won. Unfortunately, Coach Lauren was not there. She couldn't travel. She had Sophie in the belly still, and I just remember we were driving back from Youngstown, and she met us there at the arena. And I just remember she was holding the trophy, taking a picture, and the belly's like squeezing up against the glass of the trophy. But it was just an amazing memory because later that night, we basically induced labor to her because our game was so stressful, and we basically induced labor, and Sophie was born that night. So that was amazing. Core memory in my brain. My second story is from freshman year. It was before COVID came around and we got cut. We were in Florida. She was pregnant with Mickey at the time. And we were playing Villanova. And yes, first inning, we're down 9-0. Villanova is just crushing home runs off of us. After the first, and then we went on to offense. We tied it up 9-9 within the first inning. It just kept going back and forth. I don't even remember the final. I think it was like 15-14. We won, but it was the seventh inning, and Maddie Jones, who graduated last year, I will always remember this, just jacked one off, and it was a walk-off home run. Coach Lauren being pregnant at the time, very pregnant, and she told us after the game, she was like, I jumped up out of excitement so much that I peed my pants a little bit. She goes, this is what happens when you're pregnant. You can't control your bladder anymore. And that will always be a core memory in my brain was Coach Lauren peed her pants after Maddie Jones walk-off home run.
I'm a bit of an open book. I would like my girls to be prepared for all areas graduate, so if they have questions, I give them the answer, but I usually forewarn them and ask them if they really want to know the answer.
Right, you really want to know the truth behind it. And for you, what are some of your favorite memories?
I would have to say, obviously, winning the championship, and I was not there. I was sitting on my couch crying, freaking out because I was not there to see like the calm demeanor of my team that I know that they had. I was in like a full-on panic, texting my husband like, "Oh my God, did you see that? What are we gonna do?" And I couldn't help make any decisions. But like watching that last out, so like, you know, Jen saying she blacked out, she was experiencing it. I was watching it like the way the video shows it now, that's how I was seeing it. So I'll never forget what that was like. And then just like sitting there thinking like, oh my God, they actually did it. Like they did it. And we had been very close in years past. So it felt really good for them to actually succeed in that game. And then I would say not necessarily a memory, but like one of my favorite things about watching Jen's career has just been the amount of growth that she's had, both as a person, but as an athlete. And I think they go hand in hand. But the way that she's taken on such a massive role for us athletically and personally, just in the department, and the way that she's doing academically and the things that she's taking control of, like those things are just, you can't, it takes a special person to do everything that she's doing, and watching her do that throughout her career has been really special for me because she has exceeded all of my expectations based on that first recruiting call that I made for her.
Thank you.
After
Thanks
her
for
horrible
offering
game.
me.
I'm kidding. And now you get one more year with her.
Yes.
So get to see
Yes,
her
we are
develop all
excited
throughout
for
one
that.
more year. So that's it for this section. We're gonna take a little break and then we'll be back. Okay?
I know
She's chilling.
when Sydney was supposed to Sydney was gonna fill in, and she was gonna get one of her favorite memories. She was gonna see getting hit in the crack on live TV, and the cameraman zooming in onto my yes, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jen, you really sucked that thing.
Yeah. You were still nervous, but yeah.
I'm nervous for the game. I can talk about you guys.
Elise is watching it, and she just texted me, 5th year, let's go.
That was a pleasant surprise.
Oh, you don't have to swaddle her. She's gonna like start punching out.
Casey's also watching this right now. I texted her. Yeah. Hi, Casey.
Shout out Casey.
Kayla texted her. She's like, I can still hear you guys. She was like, I'm saying it's
My family said that the first one. It's nice. It's like
Yeah.
right
yeah.
It's on my calendar. Whatever. I don't know why. I'm like athletics was in there, and like I was okay.
Nothing else? No, because like it won't be live the whole time because we are just gonna have the cages on Friday. So I would like to get us out of cages tomorrow.
Yes.
Friday.
No, media timeout. Sorry. Media timeout? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So first half. I believe. I think Haley asked for us to go the second half because Alyssa needs to work tickets for the first half. But I don't know if that would.
I think that's where we have it.
Nobody's told me yet.
Yeah. I think that's we just finalized the trip today, so I think that's not like pretty
This is that's not to get an appetizer or an entree to be entered into the raffle, which we'll be pulling numbers for soon. All right, and now we're going to be moving into some fun stuff. We are going to test Coach Karn's knowledge of Gen Z words. So the first word, and then Jen will correct you on whether you got it right or just tanked.
Okay.
The first word is drip.
Okay. Drip is like something when you're wearing like a nice outfit, right?
Yes.
Close enough?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. All right.
Bingo. Slay.
Well, isn't slay kind of the same thing, but maybe like more female oriented?
It definitely is.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
someone where you're definitely like, you're slaying that outfit
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
But it could also be anything too, you know, it's just like, oh, you
The way my
Slay
team
that
uses
tennis.
it is just slay, girl.
the next one is bet.
Okay. This one doesn't it just mean yes? Like you say something and I say bet, and that means I respond with yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Vibes.
Vibes. Just like I feel like I need it like in context here.
So like we're like vibing right now.
Oh, like we're like on the same page and into the same things and
Yeah, good energy.
Okay.
Yeah, we're showing like
Okay.
good energy. We're vibing right now.
Okay, we're vibing.
Yeah, like, these are the vibes. Sus.
Suspicious?
Suspicious, yeah.
Okay.
Sus, yeah. Simp. SIMP. Simp.
Sounds like a spelling bee. SIMP.
Simple? I have no idea.
So like,
I've never heard
so like
this
Coach
one.
Lauren, you're a simp for your husband. Your husband is a simp for you, like in love, like
Oh,
attracted
what?
to someone. Yeah.
Usually, like, you're simping or you're pimping,
oh,
traditionally.
okay. I've not heard that one at all.
Also, squirrels in my pants. If you're a Phineas and Ferb fan, simp is for squirrels in my pants.
I gotcha. Okay, okay.
Tea.
Like gossip.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
I was gonna spell it
Yes.
T-E.
Yeah, not T-E-E.
Yeah.
If someone says that's cap,
I have no idea. I've never heard anybody use that.
That's cap. Oh God, I didn't even know the words to use it, but like, that's cap. Like that's like, I want to say that that's like the best. Like that's
Oh.
cap. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't really go higher than that. That's cap.
Okay.
What? I've never used it like that. I used it if you're lying, like that's cap.
Oh
yeah. No, I've
never used it like
I know. Wait, can we take a poll real quick? If you've ever used it because it can't get any better than that, can you raise your hand in that context, or in you might have taken the L here, or if you're lying, someone's lying to you. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, well,
I guess I've been using it wrong.
Please. What is ghosting?
like somebody that maybe you're talking to just like disappears and does not respond to any of your stuff, however you communicate.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes. We're spelling it. What is a glow up?
Based on what I've seen on my Instagram and the reels, it's like when you're young and maybe you don't look great with your braces and your crazy teeth, and then you get older and you just look better without braces. Doesn't everybody?
Yeah, puberty hits. So like me, like from freshman year to now, I've had a big glow
Glow
up.
up. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
A glow up. Oh wait, no, not a glow up. Bougie. Sorry.
Okay.
Bougie.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of how I've heard this used before. Something that's like high-end, expensive, extra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put that.
Yes.
just excited.
Yeah, like I think like it's another like good vibes. Like everything's like pretty good. Like it's lit.
It's lit.
Like winning the championship was lit.
Yes, that would
Crazy
certainly be lit.
Crazy lit.
And the last one is serve.
I don't know, like, okay, hold on. I need to think.
If someone's serving.
Not Patty serving.
That's where my mind went
No, not
first.
volleyball.
I don't know. I don't even know where to begin to serve.
So like you're serving the love right now. It's like another word of like you're looking good today.
Thank you, Jen.
Sure.
Okay.
No more Gen Z words. That's all. That's all. Those are all the Gen Z words. Yeah, you did. I mean, yes. That was a slang. That was a slang. Yes. Those are the vibes. The next game we're gonna play is password. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen this before, but we're also gonna need two people from the crowd in order to play this game. So do we have any volunteers?
It's me and Sophie.
It's
I
okay, you guys in the back over there, come on up. We're gonna play musical chairs. Oh yeah, you're on the stage now. And we're also gonna be drawing our first raffle. First, two things, guys. You want to do it, Jen?
Yeah.
Give her a good shake. This is for a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card and an Oakland goodie bag.
I hope it's one of you guys. 684-348.
Who is it? No winners? Sophie won! Jeepers creepers.
Pick another one.
Round two. Yeah, hopefully they didn't go to the bathroom. If they went to the bathroom.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Read it again.
Time out.
All right. 684-348.
Oh, man. Buffalo Wild Wings. And for the next one, Jen, Coach.
684-353.
Chicken dinners. Very nice. Okay, now we're gonna play some musical chairs before we start.
Yep. We got it.
Okay.
You guys are gonna get. Alright, should we not have you in our site?
At least you can see me and I'm not holding further.
Patty, what's something that makes you
It's just tired. You can try. If I need to do this tomorrow, I can do this.
I'm a tired baby.
Sorry.
Okay, all right. We're good?
Yeah,
Ready to
start
rock?
trying.
Okay.
I'll just take her.
So the game is that we have our two teams, okay? And you guys are each gonna get a word. One of you guys will get the word. You can't let the partner see it. And then you have to use clues to get them to guess the word. Okay? So I know what word you guys have, and then you guys will obviously, and then it will just take turns. Okay? Make sense?
Good.
Like we intro or
And then
explaining the word, or is it like
go ahead. What's the
no?
question?
Is it like it's like like you explained it, like the word, but like not actually saying the word.
Yes, you can't. Yes, because that would defeat the purpose of the game.
It's like taboo.
Yeah, taboo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taboo,
But it can only be a one-word clue.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, one word, got it.
So if it was like, I don't know because I can't remember. I don't want to give anything away. Okay. And then, can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Macy.
I am Maggie. We're both on the women's soccer team.
Woo! Okay, so now I'm gonna pass out the words. Yes, that's your word. Okay, I'll give you guys the mic here.
We're doing this at the same time.
So you guys will go first. You give a one-word clue first, and then I'll.
Do they have the same word?
Yes, yes, you guys have the same word.
Okay.
In your sheet, you can only say one word.
One word.
You can only say one word. Meat.
Steak.
Yes! I was like, how can I signal to her that it's what she eats every time I go out?
Okay, now we'll move on to the next one. That was fast. So if you guys want to,
Let's go first this time.
All right. Doesn't matter.
You want to switch? Like, or no?
It's okay. I can do it.
This one might be a little bit harder. Okay, you guys will go first this time.
Trees.
God no. Dude.
Amazon.
No, I am.
Jen's cheating.
Package.
Carnivorous. I don't even know what that means.
Can I clarify the word?
No. Illegal.
Carnivorous. I don't remember what that means really. It's not a type of tree.
What's with the Amazon jokes or the Amazon plays here, guys? Come on.
You said that Amazon was a good
Rain.
It's okay. Forest.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's really
Why do you
Wrong way.
I think I'll be better. I think I'll be better at getting giving
us a
clues.
clue.
I'm good at giving clues.
Okay. You guys will go first.
Oh man. So I got to put my game. You gotta guess it straight.
Woody.
Alan. I say Alan.
Lasso.
Cowboy.
Yeah. Okay.
You said Alan. I thought.
Those are really
Yes,
off my head.
Maggie.
Woody Allen.
You go get it. You go get it. You're good at it. You're good at it.
Okay, you guys go first.
Wow, this is interesting.
Bed.
Say bed, yeah.
Sleep.
Bedding.
There you go. Comforter.
Now I gotta think of another one.
Mattress.
Sheets.
Yeah! Everybody knows that. That was it. Woo! They caught up.
Bedding.
Yeah.
You can go.
All right, 2-2.
Okay, we'll keep the streak going.
Okay, we got this.
Okay.
This is fun.
This is fun.
I'm enjoying this.
Are we going first?
Yeah.
Okay. Baking.
Cake. Okay.
Just like dessert, chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's my favorite dessert.
I did not know that about you.
Baking as a dessert.
That's my favorite dessert.
Let's go, Maggie. Keep it up. Keep guessing. I'm just kidding.
All right.
All right.
Oh, we're first. I don't
Are we first?
Yeah, you guys go first.
Beach.
Sand.
That's an English question that I don't know the answer to. I'm gonna go with
Okay.
That was a grammatical question, not a cheating answer or a cheating question.
I know. I just gotta go back to my spinach tip.
Water.
This language is not gonna be any context whatsoever.
Wave.
No.
That's
I think I might have stumped you guys
Yeah,
on this
like
one.
this-
Slowed
like
both your
many
guys'
words, so
rolls.
you can, like-
I know.
It's not that many words.
I know.
Oh,
Okay.
Starfish.
Ocean.
Dang, that didn't help you.
Conch.
Oh. Seashell?
Yes.
okay. Here's the last one.
What are the types of shells?
Do you want to guess or you want me to do it?
I'm kidding.
Anyway, you can do it. You know the word. You're doing good. You guys are
Isn't it
first.
tied?
I already got the
I think
winning
tied,
one.
yeah,
I got
this
the
is-
winning.
this is for
I
the win.
literally know, Maggie. You gave this first try. Okay, ready?
Wait,
Am
this
I
is-
first?
it's
They're
not.
first.
It's your turn to go first.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, I think this is easy.
For the win.
Cone.
Ice cream.
We didn't even get the rebuttal.
Well, thank you guys for participating.
Thanks for having us.
Right, first try. Together. Let's get musical chair. Okay, so before we get into our last little bit here, we're gonna pull for the Piston tickets now. So I know it's the one everyone's been waiting for. Where's the lunchbox? Hey,
You know, I wanted to see this game as well. Us Illinoisans.
no,
But spring break.
oh, I'll be home. I gotta be shipped to Florida.
684-350.
You get it? You got it! Yeah! Winner!
Looks like Patty's going to the Bulls game.
Sorry, Jen. Okay, so the last piece that we have here is called the hat trick. So I just asked you guys a bunch of this or that questions, little like rapid fire questions. You guys can both answer these. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee. Hands down. Hair done or nails done?
Hair done.
Hair done.
Oh, I don't know. I know.
See, look at these nails.
Yeah. Favorite candy?
Nerds clusters.
Nerd balls.
Butterfinger.
That's a classic. Biggest pet peeve.
When I'm working concessions and people give me cash and it's all crumpled up, and I have to like take the time to undo it. Pet peeve.
That was quick.
People, please don't do that anymore. Thank you.
I'd have to just say lies in general.
Valid.
This is one of my favorite questions.
Oh, okay.
Fold or crumple?
Toilet paper.
Fold your toilet paper, or do you crumple your toilet paper?
I fold. I fold my laundry. I fold my napkins. We fold.
We fold here, guys. No crumple. Dishes or laundry?
Dishes.
Laundry.
So what part of are you a loader or an unloader?
I do all of the dishes. I hand wash, I load the dishwasher, I unload the dishwasher, I also do the laundry. So I'd rather be cleaning my kitchen than folding laundry.
Fair. Favorite fast food?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh my god. I was going to say McDonald's. The number one.
Mickey D's.
The number one's unbeatable.
First Facebook username or Instagram or like your first
Facebook.
Yeah.
Because you were in college when Facebook got
Yes, I
big.
was. I was a
First
freshman.
Facebook user.
Well, wasn't it just my name, Lauren Canini? I think Facebook was just your name. You guys wouldn't know that.
MySpace.
I don't remember my MySpace name, but I think I can remember my AIM name.
What even is that?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know what that is.
And that was, I think it was something like LCOG, which like COG was the first three letters of my maiden name, softball 09.
Okay. That's not really like embarrassing.
No,
A lot of
yeah.
people have their first usernames as embarrassing. Jen, what was yours?
Yeah.
We won't let her get away.
I would definitely, I'll tell you, so I was a big Club Penguin girl growing up. So my Instagram's very boring. It's just Jen_Krizka. If you want to hit a follow, you're more than welcome to. Little plug right there. But my Club Penguin name was, I was a big Austin and Ally fan. So I named it like Austin Moon with a bunch of numbers after it. That was my Club Penguin name. And for the record, I am still in love with Ross Lynch.
I would have to agree with that. I am right on board with that. Teen Beach movie for the win. Most. Oh. She's packing. She's good. We're good. Most embarrassing date. This should be a good one. Like the most embarrassing date that you've ever been on.
Yeah.
Or like, just a train wreck for a date. Anything.
Probably just in general, like going on a date with somebody that I genuinely didn't like. Having to sit at dinner with them. There's no like super embarrassing moment on a date for me that I can remember. But honestly, like I've been with my husband for so long, I can't remember the dates for him. But I remember he and I's first date.
Okay, what happened in your first date?
He took me to see the movie Dear John, which is so not a movie that he would watch at all.
Romance movie.
And he's also, my team knows this, relatively quiet. So I talked the whole ride there, and he didn't say anything. And then we watched the movie, and then I talked the whole ride home. And I thought, this probably isn't going to work out. But here we are.
Are you a nervous talker?
No, I'm
Situations?
not usually, but in that one, I was like, I really feel like I need to talk here.
You can feel the awkward tension.
Yeah,
Awkward
but now we
space.
can just obviously just sit at home in silence and be totally happy.
He's probably happy. No, I'm kidding. Jen, what was your most embarrassing date?
I would probably have to say, I'd probably say my most embarrassing date, like nothing really happened embarrassingly, but it was just sitting in a car ride and not talking, like one bit. But it went both ways. Like I was nervous, so I didn't talk, and then they were also they just didn't talk either. So I was just like, and that was it. And then I unfortunately ghosted that person, so it did not go well. Yeah, okay. Let's hush over there, guys.
What was the plan for the date? What was the date supposed to be?
I think we were just going. I honestly think it was either like ice cream or something like that. Something very simple. It wasn't crazy.
So did you get ice cream and then proceed to sit there in silence and eat the ice cream?
Yes, I did.
Lord, that was brutal. Well, that is all that we have for tonight. We want to turn it to you guys if you guys have any questions. Yeah, we have
a YouTube question.
We have a YouTube question.
Oh my god. How many dingers is Jen gonna hit this year?
We go for singles here. Thank you. I honestly have no clue. Again, I'm not trying to go for a home run at all. I'm just trying to. The goal this year is on base percentage. So high on base percentage is gonna get me on whether that's a walk, a single, or a home run, whatever. But yeah. Hopefully just one at least.
I like that answer.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you. Funny story about a past player.
A funny story about a past player. Okay. Let me think about this. Just trying to make sure. What were you saying? This is a tough one. I should have been given a heads up here. There are a lot of past players. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Well, she's not a past player, but she is a fifth-year senior. I'm gonna have to tell a story about Lauren Griffith. Love her dearly, but she was a freshman catching, and not necessarily supposed to be her role when she came in, but it was her role. And we were at Horizon League Championships. We were playing Youngstown State, and we had a kid just continuously hitting home runs off of us. It was like a 14-inning game, and in one of her at-bats, I was sick of watching this kid continue to hit home runs. I'm like, we're intentionally walking her. Well, our catcher's box is a different size than the baseball catcher's box, and ours is bigger. So you're able to actually stand for an intentional walk where you want the pitch thrown instead of standing with your arm out and then having to move to catch it as a catcher. So I call timeout and I go and I tell Lauren who is pitching, we're intentionally walking. I tell Lauren who's catching, you're going to stand at the end of the catcher's box and receive the ball at your chest. So you don't have to move and you don't have to throw the other Lauren off. She's like, okay, got it. And I go back to my seat, and Lauren goes behind the plate, and she's standing behind the plate with her arm out. So I start yelling to her, stand at the end of the box, stand on the line. And she's like, yeah, I got it. So I'm getting louder, yelling at her to stand at the end of the box. And I'm getting to the point where, like, I think I embarrassed my team because poor Lauren came back in and said the umpire wouldn't let her do that. So then that just goes to show how great our officiating is. But the umpire, was, because this was 5 years ago. Lauren was mortified, needless to say, because I was yelling her name and yelling at her the entire at-bat. And she was doing what the umpire was telling her was correct, and I was telling her what to do. So that was actually, it ended up being funny after. And apparently the people who were sitting next to me were cracking up about it. I wasn't cracking up in the moment, but now thinking back, it must have been funny to watch. Yes.
You're like, she's not understanding the assignment.
Yes, correct. Yes, I just told her this. We just called a timeout for this. Yeah.
Do we have any other questions?
Okay, wait, I'm sure. Okay, I have one. Okay, so if you could have played a different sport other than softball, what would it be?
Volleyball.
Oh, yeah! Nice. Anyone else want to take a stab?
Pick for the Super Bowl.
I'm from Philly, so EAGLES.
Looking forward to that.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
On the Greg Campy show, they were talking about lettuce on cheese sticks. You say you're from Philly.
Yes.
What's your opinion on it? Do you put lettuce on cheese sticks?
No, in Philadelphia, you would not do that. However, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat cheesesteak. But at all of the cheesesteak places that you know about in Philly, they have really good cheese fries also. I do eat
Apparently in Moon
those.
Township, they do that.
What's that?
Apparently in Moon Township, they do that in Robert Morris.
Yeah. Well, they put French fries on everything in Moon Township, right outside of Pittsburgh. They call the steak salad. There is actually steak fries on top of a salad.
Anyone else? Any takers? Softball? You guys are chirping over there.
Any more babies?
No more babies. We are done having babies. We have our two. We love them dearly, and that's about all we can handle.
So 2 was perfect.
Yeah, and our Catmans.
And the cats.
Yes.
Do we have any questions for Jen? Sorry, Jen, you're the short end of the stick.
It's okay. My team planned these questions for Coach Lawrence, so it's all good.
Amazing.
Like they can't ask me these questions every day. They say.
It had to be tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight was the night. One more
There's
time.
a question.
Can I
Yeah.
ask another question?
Of
Yeah.
course,
I
Maggie.
can't hear very well back here. Just, out of curiosity, who would be your favorite women's soccer player? Retired or playing progress?
Maggie, of course it's you.
She's like,
Will
good
you be
answer.
returning with staff for your 5th year?
Oh no.
I have actually going on the line.
That's a trick question. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm SAC president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. President for the year. Usually presidencies do 1 year and then someone else will run, and it's basically just you're done. I am planning on being done with SAC after this year, but me and Ashley Stone made a deal that if no one else runs for president, I will gladly take the position. Just because of everything that I've been doing this year and things that I have planned for the future, it would just make sense for me to continue as president, just to keep doing what I've been doing and hopefully make an impact here. But yeah,
Nice, Jen.
thank you.
More insider scoop from Jen. Well, that is all that we have for tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Thank you
you,
everyone for
Maggie.
coming. Thanks everyone.
Hi, Mom. I love you.
And then please don't forget that this Saturday there is the Holly L. Lepley Hall of Honor at 6 p.m. on Saturday. Thursday through Sunday there are men's and women's basketball games. The men are Thursday and Saturday, women are Friday and Sunday, and on Saturday the softball team will be honored. Yeah. At the basketball game for the Horizon League Championship. Thank you guys.